It's a party today. I'm Annie.
I'm Nikki, and we are here celebrating our first year of breastfeeding. We are so excited to throw ourselves a party and be here with all of you.
And we, my little girl turned 1 on Sunday, and Nikki's girl turns 1 next Sunday.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
And so we are officially at the 1 year mark, and we're here to talk today about like all of the fun things and all of the hard
and goals
things.
and milestones and how you get there, and just celebrating yourself.
Yes.
You might think people are going to throw a party for you when you reach your pumping goals, but they don't. You got to throw it for yourself.
That's right. So
And you have to do it in a real...
even at a breastfeeding company, no one throws you a party. So you throw it for yourselves, ladies.
And you do it in a really mature adult way with Sesame Street themed hats.
Now we're going to have to ask if we can use the licensing rights. I'm just kidding.
And a healthy living cake.
That's right.
There'll
be a healthy living cake, local, buy local.
Buy local.
And share this with your colleagues because they were really supportive of you for the past year or two. Hopefully. And they were allowing you extra space to pump and the time to do it.
So we want to hear about your pumping goals, milestones, how you got there, what were the, maybe how you didn't get there, how wasn't the goal that you originally planned for, what came up, what happened, how was work or not going back to work, all of the ins and outs. And today, if you're commenting, sharing with us your experience, we have an awesome Mamava giveaway of our amazing boob coasters, our adorable onesie. We have multiple colors and sizes so we can fit your little one. Sorry, I'm not talking into this. And so just comment, let us know what your journey looked like, what your party looked like when you reached your pumping goals.
That's right.
If you, threw yourself a party with some Dear Mom rosé.
Oh yeah, we got
this
some
is
rosé.
Hilarious that Nikki found. It's canned rosé that
in a
actually
can.
says Dear Mom.
That's right.
Mother's Day.
So treat yourself.
Treat
because
yourself.
You just
Do you
kept
think it
a human
tastes like a
alive for a
creamsicle?
year. Maybe. I haven't tried it.
One
other person that we're looking to celebrate on our team is our coworker Danielle. She just came on board about a month ago. She is an exclusive pumping mommy of officially over a year as well. Her baby was born
the day
a day before Avery, and she is an exclusive pumper, which is no joke. I mean, I am not sure at this point.
I don't know how long I would have made it.
And she's still getting up, I think, in the middle of the night to pump milk for her baby. You are a rock star. Congratulations.
She is. She's incredible. And actually, I had my sister was an exclusive pumper for a while. It is a whole other level if you're exclusively pumping to reach your breastfeeding goals. So
let's talk about ours.
Let's talk about ours. So your goal was what?
12 months, same as my firstborn, and I said, you know what, it's hard enough with the resources that we have I've done it before, to truly get to 12. So if I can hit 12, I'm gonna be really proud of myself and feel like I gave my baby what she needed.
Absolutely. So we both, we had 3 months, thank you Mama, at home with our babes on paid family leave. And so that was our first 3 months. So, we definitely both pumped. We had bottles to make sure that they would take bottles when we went back to work and also maybe have a date night. But it was mostly breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. Then we're back to work
let's talk about those women that don't get that opportunity because this country is absurd. I think absurd is the best way to put it because we've got 24% of mamas that go back to work after 2 weeks. 2 weeks, that is not okay, and no wonder they can't reach their breastfeeding goals. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding, and what is who? 2 years.
Who is breastfeeding for 2 years?
Yeah.
So there actually is no limit.
Yep.
There is no documentation at all that says, and stop at this date. But there is documentation that says exclusively breastfeed if you can for 6 months, and then up to a year, breastfeed up to a year is the American Academy of Pediatrics. So, but they don't say, if you go past a year, it's terrible or it's amazing. They're like, this is our recommendation, but go further if you can.
And so to all you mamas out there who are trying to set goals and say, I don't have a supportive workplace, that's where we can come and maybe help you out. You can always look to Mamava for some resources. And can we help you with space? Can we help your employer with space? We're here to support that. And then know your rights, like know the legislation and the law, so that even though it maybe feels really hard that you can't go back, that you have to go back to work after 2 weeks, and everything about that is again absurd, but that you can ask for the support you need because the law is behind you. So just don't forget that as you're maybe planning out your goals if you're pregnant right now, or just starting out on your breastfeeding journey. But we came back to work after 3 months.
And 81% of moms in the U.S. initiate breastfeeding in the hospital or wherever they may give birth. Yep. But then by 3 months, only 44% of moms are still exclusively breastfeeding. And that is obviously because of what Nikki just talked about, lack of paid family leave. And then when you're getting back into the workplace, a lack of support once you're in there, a lack of accommodation. And then by 6 months, that rate actually drops to 22%. So that's the number of people making it to 6 months exclusively. Because after 6 months, both Nick and I introduce food to our little girls. So you're no longer the sole food source. You're not the only food truck the kids eating from at that point.
And there's this is a statistic I can't not talk about, because if we were able to provide the support and resources for moms to actually get to 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding and make it 90% of moms, the country itself would save $18 billion in annual healthcare costs, and that would be 3,100 infant and maternal lives. So we think that this is what Mama Buzz doing and the mission that we're working towards. Obviously, we provide these spaces, but we're here to change the paradigm for breastfeeding moms, change culture at the same time, and provide the space is a really big deal. So we're hoping that this can be our 1 year is a celebration, and we want to celebrate you and understand, what are your breastfeeding goals. Let's see if anybody's...
So again, thank you for commenting. Those that are commenting, you get your lovely boob coasters, as well as our Mama Vow onesie to fit your little one or a friend's little one.
Whoa. Listen, this just in. Anna Gonzalez, my goal is 4 years. You are a power mama. That makes me so happy. My baby's already 9 months. Time flies. I'm a breast milk donor. She's donated over 7,000 ounces. So Anna, thank you for sharing your love out there for babies whose mamas can't breastfeed and need that milk. That is amazing. What an amazing goal that if you're a good producer, you're going to support your own baby for as long as you can, and others. Don't make me tear up, okay? This is my 1 month, my 1 year mark, and my baby's already 1, and I'm already hormonal.
So for those that return to work, especially if Anna, you're in an office setting, are they giving you an accommodation, or are you mostly pumping that milk at home with your little one? We had the most unbelievably supportive coworkers. Nikki and I both put into the calendar our pumping times every day. So I had a repeating event at 11, or what time did I pump? 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. For that half an hour. That's we'll get it out of my head. 11 and 3, and then so I would be in a meeting at 2:30 or something, and it would end around 3. And let's say I was running slightly over, my coworkers would be like, "Go pump! Get out of here! You have your pumping time." A lot of them fortunately are moms themselves and breastfed or pumped and know what that's like. Yeah. So they know what a overly full breast and a silk top feels like.
That's right.
And would just send us away. So we had incredible support. On my birthday, I came in and Nikki had decorated the pod with streamers and balloons and photos of Avery everywhere, which is why I thought we would have a party when we were done partying at work.
I know. Annie asked that. So if you're just tuning in, we're having a party for ourselves because we reached 1 year. We bought ourselves a cake because that's what you do. You celebrate yourself when you hit this kind of milestone.
Yeah.
And we find inspiration in all of you mamas and want you to know that you can do it. And if you need the resources, Mama Buzz here for you. Lean on people, celebrate yourselves, and support each other. Let's talk a little bit about supporting each other, because we think of anything. What we had during this is unique. We both were pumping at the same time in the workplace, same challenges. And I think finding that kind of mentor partner is really beneficial to kind of help you reach your goals.
Yeah.
And I think in general, we just need to support each other. I think Raquel put it on here. She said she's 6.5 months and she can't wait wait to make it to a year, and we're her inspiration. And that is so sweet of you. You're your own inspiration.
And Raquel, if you're also like, well, I remember the 7-month mark, there's totally a slump. Nikki makes fun of me because we came back and I was pumping like the first week, other than forgetting my pump parts twice in the first week that I came back or something. It was just going smooth. I didn't mind it. I could like put the pump on and continue to work. Like, I don't even mind it. 7 months hit, which was 4 months of pumping at work, and I was like, Nick, I am ready to throw this thing out the window. And I am so done with it, and I can't believe that like I have this much more time to get to it. And that was just, we both hit a year, and that was my goal, let alone if you have a 2-year goal or longer from there, or even a month and a half, or if your baby is struggling to eat food, and so you need to continue to pump breast milk in order to get that nutrition in. And man, that 7-month slump though. So if you're there, Raquel, I've been there, power through, you'll get over it. It'll be amazing. I promise. And you'll still like, my husband and I did my last nursing with Avery on her birthday. I mean, it's Wednesday, so who knows, she might get upset and I'll nurse on Thursday, but and I came down and I sort of said to her when I was putting her down, I was like, it has been hard but such a privilege to breastfeed you. I mean, it is a privilege, and that's the problem with Mama. That's the problem with the world and why we need Mama.
Why we're solving it
is that it shouldn't be a privilege, and that's our whole purpose, is to not make this a privilege, it's to make it a right. But it's so special, and there's so much. There's half of me that's like, it's my body and I'll do what I want. Like now that we've hit the year and I get it back somewhat. You're still a mom, but I also am so sad but so happy to have had that time. It's a whole thing.
It's a lot of emotions.
Moms' bodies are incredible. You grew the thing, you birthed the thing, you literally sustained it.
So celebrate that. Celebrate you.
Just to think about how incredible you are.
Yeah, and when you're weaning, like, there are so many different types of emotions. This morning, Addie hasn't fed in the morning in at least 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah. And she basically headbutted me and gave me a fat lip going for the boob this morning. I'm like, okay, that's aggressive. Where's my sweet little girl? And now she wants to talk and move and headbutt me.
Oh, that's so funny.
I know, and I think it's a lot about like when you and baby are ready, and recognize that and be okay with that. And if that's earlier than 12 months, that's okay. If you need to supplement with formula, but you're still gonna try and do night feedings or morning feedings, like that's okay. I did that with my firstborn at 9 months. I had to start to supplement formula because I couldn't produce enough because I was traveling so much for work. I didn't have that this time because I'm in a different work environment. So just know that like you just keep giving it your best, and we're here to support you. What else we got? We got some really fun things. Some people went 15 months. Christina went 15 months.
That's amazing.
Which is amazing. Jen made it 13 months with her first, and her second self-weaned at 21 months. That's amazing too. It's like these mamas that go the full 2 years, it's like, it's funny because it's like the baby, I really feel like the baby does dictate a lot for you. Like mine Asher was totally done. He was like, bye, peace out, I'm going to eat some cake. Yeah. And I think Addie might be a little different.
One of our mutual best friends, her daughter was walking at 10.5 months, which is just like mind-blowing, so little. And she said on her birthday morning, they got her out of the crib and she ran to the living room where like they'd set up a little presents because they'd been talking to her about what presents were, and just didn't go to nurse. Yeah. And that was it. It was just like that morning she zoned in and she just stopped, like, and that was, she was like, we didn't have to wean anything because she just sort of gave up that last one.
Was the same with me.
Other people are like, I had my husband do bedtime for 5 nights in a row, and that's how we got it to work. My partner took care of that, and there was some crying or something. A lot of people I hear is like, to wean is don't offer, don't refuse. So that's what we did when we dropped the ones during the day. Yeah. It was just I'd be home with her and it'd be 3 o'clock and I'd be like, here's a cracker or something, and then she'd be like, wouldn't pay attention.
Good. Yeah, I'm good.
So one of the things too, now that you don't pump during the day, what do you do? What do you do with that time back? Anything? Work?
I mean, that it's a bad answer. But I'm trying to bring more Mama pods to you mamas out there in the world, so maybe it's a good answer.
No, and I feel like for me, and I don't know if other moms had this, but like those 40 minutes or an hour that you're, not that you're taking a break, because both of us were always on the computer. Yeah. in the pod is I get like another half an hour back to work out.
I know, that's
like we
so
were
nice.
really good about when we were prenatal.
Yeah.
We went to yoga every day or like twice a week and everything.
Yeah.
And when you're pumping, you feel like you kind of lose that flex time.
That's right. Maybe you give
during the workday where you can like kind of get 40 minutes to do you, go to meet a friend for lunch or something like that. Like that kind of goes by the wayside when you're pumping. So I've been back out on the water. Anything else from our amazing mamas? Again, commenting. This is not the giveaway. Yeah. Commenting, you get the Mama Va onesie and our amazing coasters. Thank you guys so much for your comments. This sort of type of mass crowdsourcing on what it is to reach your goals, how you do it, what they were,
and support
this type
each
of community
other, no matter
support.
What the goals
it's
are.
Awesome. I so appreciate that. That's amazing. And our winner is Anna.
Yay,
your amazing story.
Anna.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
we
you.
so appreciate it. And we will ask you just direct message us for your info and we will get this onesie over to you.
Celebrate yourself, mamas. Happy Mother's Day. Post this Sunday. And happy 1 year to us. Happy 1 year to us. Cheers.
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 Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ta-ta for now.